What are your thoughts on the UFC 200 card? The main event got announced. That is McGregor, Diaz, Dose. And I think it's officially the co-man, not sure, but Aldo.
That's right.
Aldo, Edgar 2 also announced.
Interim title.
I was at the Aldo, the first Aldo Edgar fight. What I was amazed at is how Frankie neutralized those leg kicks by diving into a double every time Aldo would throw it. I mean, just no hesitation.
I'm excited for that fight.
Yeah, I think you might see the same exact fight again. I don't know.
They're both older.
They're both older. Aldo's only 30 still, so he's don't
can't go based off age
because he's had so many fights. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's had some wars.
He's not his best anymore. He's still very good.
Yep. We don't know, and it'll be interesting to see that fight. It really will.
Listen, I know I took some heat. Obviously, Rogan made fun of me on Twitter, where he's like, "Lose my number if you're not excited for this fight." This is my thing. The reason I would watch McGregor and Diaz fight 100 times. Yes, I get it. I don't know if I'm managing Conor McGregor on the UFC, and I'm managing a guy like Conor McGregor. To me, this is a no-win fight. And some people go, "Well, it's gonna make money. It's gonna get buys." I get that, man, but you're looking at the stick short-sighted, right? So, all right, so you're gonna get, let's say, 1.5 million buys for Diaz, Conor 2. Let's say Conor loses that, which honestly I don't know how he's going to beat him, especially at 170 with Diaz on a full camp.
Right.
Size is a big factor here. Callan is correct.
Yeah.
I'm the first one to admit it after seeing that first fight. He's not going to be able to knock him out. If it goes to the ground, that thing's over before we know it. To see Conor break the way he did in that last fight, I think he's going to make some changes, so it's going to go longer. It's going to be tough, man. Is he going to go to 5 rounds? I don't like the fight if I'm managing Conor.
Yeah.
So when I put the frustration emoji, it's because I think it's mismanagement of Conor's career. He's our biggest draw by far, not even close.
You and I spoke about this.
So why not say, you know what, Diaz is just too big.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
He's just too big. That's not the route to go.
Different weight class.
Let's go back to 45. Frankie Edgar's a hell of a matchup.
Fight that monster Frankie Edgar.
But I think he has a better chance of beating him than he does
I.
Diaz. So let's fight him, defend that title, then let's figure it out. But we're not in a rush. You're such a big draw. You're only getting bigger. Granted, you lost to Nate Diaz. People forget about that. You're still a champ at 145. Now, let's play devil's advocate here. Let's say he gets outclassed by Nate Diaz again. Then where do we go? And what Dana say? Well, he's going to fight for that 145 belt after this, no matter win, lose, or draw.
Okay.
I guess I want to see him fight after he lost twice in a row.
Well,
I guess the Mystic
here's
Mac
my,
is
Here's
there.
my biggest thing. We talked about this is, okay, let's say, best case scenario, he goes the distance with Nate. That's going to take a lot out of him, okay? Let's just say that it becomes a slugfest or whatever. Now he's got it, but if he does lose that fight, which he has a very good chance of losing again in the same way.
Same fashion.
Now he's got to go fight Frankie Edgar. If he loses to Frankie Edgar now,
you're 0-3?
Yeah, now the mystique of Conor McGregor is the shine has dulled quite a bit.
I think this is an ego thing. I think Conor was getting bigger than the UFC. The UFC went, we can't have that. He's going to have too much power. He could leave and sell out arenas. You know what? Oh, you do. So as a fighter, of course Conor wants that fight. Someone with no skin in the game looking out for Conor, he's go, that's stupid, man. Right. We can make way more money over here.
Of course.
He's just too big. It's stupid. Let's not do this.
Too big.
Oh, and you know what they want to do, right? If you win this one, they want to toss you George St. Pierre.
What?
Yeah, so he's a huge 170.
They want to toss Conor McGregor, George St. Pierre.
That's
Good
the plan.
luck, Conor McGregor.
So it's like, all right. And then if you're Nate Diaz, and let's say Conor does beat you, hey, bro, I beat you the first time. Where's this trilogy, son?
But also,
you just can't leave the 45. Now where's the trilogy? Plus, to me, it's an ego move. It's an ego move again. It's a mismanagement of a fighter. He's getting too big for his britches, according to these UFC brass. And
if he goes to the ground with Nate, you just see it no matter what.
Over.
With Nate's
and I'm
jiu-jitsu,
Conor's biggest fan.
I know.
You know
I don't know if you can answer this question, but we did some color commentating on the On It Eddie Bravo 10th Planet Invitational.
Yes.
It was awesome. Will Durkee and Nathan Orchard fought in the finals. Nathan Orchard ended up winning. It was so awesome. I don't know if you can answer this question, but I'm trying to assess how good Nate is. How would Nate do in that competition?
Very, very well.
Very, very well. He's
been a black belt for years.
high-level, crazy black belt. You can't catch up to that. What
I
I
think
was
he's
so amazed
second for
is-
most submissions in the UFC finishes.
God.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it at all.
I'm pretty sure he's second for most
Yeah. So
finishes.
what?
11
what
or
is,
something.
what
like
is
Maya's
Conor?
probably first.
What is Conor thinking? He's going to stand there and box him. Huh?
It's an ego thing.
gonna
Fighters
box him.
want to redeem themselves.
Yeah. All right.
But listen, this is of course he does.
Yeah.
As a manager, as a owner of the UFC, I'm going, listen, I get it, man. Let's put that on ice for a little bit. Let's go work out 145. Maybe do a super fight with Anthony Pettis at 55 or something like that. But, dude, the 70, obviously, you threw the kitchen sink at Nate Diaz. It didn't affect him one fucking bit. It literally didn't even. He wasn't rocked. He wasn't phased. He kept coming forward. And even I was like, God damn it.
You said it. You looked at me and go, he's just too big.
It fucking
He's just too
sucks,
big.
man.
He's a big boy.
I want Conor to beat the game. But this is the route. And
This is the game called MMA.
And now, I know all the Irish fans, they tweet, oh, Schaub, I can't believe you don't believe in it. No. I believe in Conor. I think it's the best thing that happened in the UFC in a very, very long time. I wanted to see it happen. I believe we're going to see a book. It's going to say the mismanagement of the biggest star in fighting history. There's going to be a picture of Conor McGregor.
yeah.
And it bums me the fuck out.
To be fair about the mismanagement comment, his managers don't want him to fight Nate again. John Kavanaugh came outright and was like, this is not what we wanted to do. He cannot be talked out of it. It's the only thing he gives a fuck about.
Hey, Ev, I'm not saying it's his management. I'm saying the UFC's management. UFC's the ultimate manager.
Yeah.
Where there's no union.
Yeah.
I'm saying Dana White, there's going to be an asterisk.
Dana White should be protecting his golden pony.
Dana White's protecting his ego to make sure no one gets bigger than the UFC. He's doing a hell of a job, too.